Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to what's making news, let's take a quick look outside our weather window on this Friday afternoon. And one thing noticeable, much cooler temperatures out there today as we look down at the Wenatchee Valley from our Sky-Fi tower camera up on Wenatchee Heights. We call it our cross camera. And we did have a mix of clouds and a little bit of blue sky today, but temperatures much cooler than we've seen. And we've even got some snow moving in on us. I think it'll really start for us in our overnight hours tonight, and then snow showers in the early morning hours of Saturday, but that's nothing compared to what we expect Sunday night and into Monday. I think this will be our biggest widespread snow event that we've seen so far this year, where we could see an inch or two on the ground by Monday morning. We'll talk more weather coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A Chelan County judge set aside a plea agreement that would have meant a short jail term and 12 months probation for a man who assaulted his former girlfriend. A Colville Tribes member has been sentenced to almost 9 years in federal custody for a car theft and armed robbery committed last year on the Colville Reservation. And the unseasonably warm weather we've been experiencing has led Mission Ridge Ski and Board Resort to cancel skiing for this weekend. But first, our top story tonight. Wenatchee High School canceled in-person classes this morning after the district received an anonymous email saying someone would be bringing a gun to school. Wenatchee Police Sergeant Nathan Hahn said the email was sent overnight and read by district staff this morning. The high school then announced it would be shifting to remote learning for Friday. Hahn said the email was not specific about what allegedly would be happening. He said school resource officers are working to trace the origin of the email. A Chelan County judge set aside a plea agreement that would have meant a short jail term and 12 months probation for a man who assaulted his former girlfriend. 20-year-old Trey Michael Haberlock will instead serve nearly 2 years in jail, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Haberlock pleaded guilty back in September to second-degree assault and misdemeanor harassment. Sheriff deputies say he struck the woman in the face and threatened her with a knife during a drive from Wenatchee to Ellensburg. He was initially charged with kidnapping, but prosecutors later revised the charges. In passing the sentence yesterday, Superior Court Judge Robert Jordan said Haberlock appeared to blame the victim for his own actions. A Colville Tribes member has been sentenced to almost 9 years in federal custody for a car theft and armed robbery committed last year on the Colville Reservation. 30-year-old Kyle Stephen Scott Cade was sentenced in Spokane Federal Court to 107 months in prison. Cade pleaded guilty to carjacking and possessing a firearm with a felony record. In April of 2020, he confronted a fellow Tribes member at a house in Cooley Dam, threatened him with a handgun, and made off with the man's car. He led tribal police on a 23-mile chase until the car's motor gave out. Cade has previous convictions in Okanagan County for second-degree robbery. In a separate investigation, police found 4 stolen firearms kept in Cade's home in August of 2018. Well, the unseasonably warm weather we've been experiencing has led Mission Ridge Ski and Board Resort to cancel skiing for this weekend. The resort opened last Friday on its annual after Thanksgiving target date, but said yesterday they'll be closed this weekend. Mission Ridge said with temperatures forecast to drop beginning tonight, they're hoping to open the slopes back up on December 9th. Stevens Pass announced earlier this week that because of the warm weather, they would not make their scheduled Friday opening. Coming up next, Grant County PUD General Manager and CEO Kevin Nort will take a junior role at the public utility as he deals with the effects of treatment for prostate cancer. Even though the official Christmas lighting ceremony won't be part of the festivities, big crowds are expected to make their way to Leavenworth beginning this weekend. On Saturday, Quincy residents can get a good look at some of the ideas the city is considering for revitalizing downtown. And keeping a vocal choir together during an airborne pandemic has been a tough challenge. Just ask the Leavenworth Village Voices. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
When it comes to finding a memory care community, you want the very best. You want to know that your loved one is safe and receiving compassionate care in a loving environment. Fieldstone Memory Care is an innovative assisted living community designed for those with Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's disease. You'll find a community specifically designed to enrich residents' lives. The Fieldstone team is here to help you navigate the important decisions you face when a loved one has dementia or Alzheimer's. Welcome home to Fieldstone.
Winter is a great time to trade in your current hot tub. Turn your old hot tub into money with Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa's trade-in program. You can save $500 to $1,000 off of any new artesian spa or take advantage of a free Bluetooth music experience. Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa recommends draining your hot tub every 3 months. Ask us about our drain and refill special. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa today.
Dr. Wayne Latimer's Chiropractic and Integrative Multicare specializes in all level of injury care. If you've been injured in an auto accident, on the job, have a sports injury, or a simple fall, call today for a free consultation. They offer a combined multi-care approach with medical, chiropractic, physical therapy, massage, and acupuncture. For relief from long-standing injuries to basic solutions for the weekend warrior, Latimer's Chiropractic Integrative Multicare is one stop, one location.
Welcome back. In another news, Grant County PUD General Manager and CEO Kevin Nort will take a junior role at the public utility as he deals with the effects of treatment for prostate cancer. Nort, who's 56, has been under treatment for the disease since June of 2020, and he says it's taken a toll on his ability to perform the job. Instead, he'll take a junior role as Chief Resource Officer, looking at ways to secure the district's power supply for the future. Chief Operating Officer Rich Wallen will become General Manager on an interim basis. The PUD Commission is expected to name a permanent replacement to take over next year. Well, even though the official Christmas lighting ceremony won't be part of the festivities, big crowds are expected to make their way to Leavenworth beginning this weekend. The Washington State Department of Transportation sent out word yesterday to expect longer than normal travel times on Highway 2 from both the east and west sides of town. The city's Village of Lights Winter Carnival festivities run through December and include more than 500,000 lights decorating the town. Well, on Saturday, Quincy residents can get a good look at some of the ideas the city is considering for revitalizing downtown. The city will have a booth at the Christmas market at the Quincy Valley Historical Society Museum from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., where proposed concepts and ideas for downtown will be on display. Those current designs are just some of the ideas being discussed for improving downtown Quincy. Well, keeping a vocal choir together during an airborne pandemic has been a tough challenge, but Leavenworth's Village Voices has proved up to it. The 40-year-old choir returns to the Leavenworth stage for multiple Christmas concerts starting this weekend and running through December 17th.
We actually will be celebrating our 40th year of performing next year. We were founded, it's a nonprofit community choir founded in 1982 by Eleanor Calling. She also founded the Marlon Handel Ringers in Leavenworth. I mean, like many performing arts organizations, COVID's had an impact, no doubt. Of course, we didn't have a season last year, so we are reliant on ticket sales for a large part of our income, but we still had expenses but had no income from tickets. So financially, what we're doing is working hard to apply for some grants, and we actually did receive a grant from the city of Leavenworth, the lodging tax grant. And that's been immensely helpful. We were able to build a new website from that, for example, using the year off wisely to try to accomplish some of those initiatives that we may not have had time to do otherwise. We have on all of our advertising that masks are going to be required. We are performing at other people's venues. We don't have our own venue. We are guests in other people's homes, so to speak. So we will be performing at the Leavenworth Church of the Nazarene, the Snowy Owl Theater with the Icicle Creek Center for the Arts. as well as Cascade High School. A lot of venues are actually requiring vaccination, which we are not doing, but we are just requiring the courtesy of masks for those attending. And we feel like that's a small, concession to make, for the care and consideration of others.
You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our Rivercom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our Rivercom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
Mary Maids of Wenatchee believes a clean home is a happy home. Mary Maids provides holiday cleaning services to cheer about. Don't let the seasonal cleaning ruin the festive fun. Mary Maids can simplify your life at a great value. It's never too soon to start planning a holiday-perfect home. Mary Maids of Wenatchee happily offers a worry-free guarantee. Locally owned and operated, let Mary Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Call Mary Maids today.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's features story, the NCW Community Toy Drive is in full swing for its 5th year and made a stop at Hooked on Toys earlier this week. It was a chance for 11-year-old Cohen Peterson to go on a shopping spree for needy children. KKRV's Brent Rhodes introduces us to the expert shopper.
This is Cohen Peterson, and he's going to be armed with $1,500 to go in and do some damage here and collect some toys for kids in our area that need it. So Cohen, I know you've been training for a lot of years for this opportunity. What are you looking for when you go shopping today?
I look for toys that all kids can play with, not just specific ages, all genders as well, all boys, all girls can play with. I'm looking for art so they can also be creative.
We got Ted here from Lushville. Say hi, Ted. Hi. All right, so where do you want to start?
I want to start everywhere, but how about we go from the back and then come up to the front? I think we could do some Mega Blocks. Oh, yeah, we're doing this. So I've had a little experience with these. You can move the track around however you want. You can roll them downstairs, down hills. You could make whatever you want out of it. You can even make your own little ramp and it'll go over that. So I think that will be good. Alice's mouth and head move while she sings. So she sings, she makes sound, that music, that's pretty good. And then we gotta get Anna. I mean, what's else without Anna? I mean, yeah. So, I'm gonna grab a cat. You actually probably would want to get some slime as well, you know. Probably gonna get a Stretch Armstrong. We're definitely doing bowling on cement, tile, wood, whatever you want to do. This is the thing for jumbo bowling. BattleBots, the remote controlled. they try and fight to win, and then they repair easily, so they break apart and they repair easily.
So what did you think of your adventure today?
I think it was very interesting, fun to have, and I think it would be so nice to have the kids' faces when they see these toys that they got. I mean, I get super excited when I get presents as well, so I think they would have the same exact heartwarming feeling as well.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast with the weekend now in sight for us. It wasn't a bad Friday today. We did see some clouds, but much cooler temperatures out there today. Unofficially, 42 degrees our high temperature. That's still about 6 degrees above 36, which is normal for this time of year. Record high 57, set back in 1975. 33 our overnight low, 27 is our normal low, and 6 degrees our record low for the first time in a long time that it wasn't 1985. It was the year before in 1984. 5.14 inches of rain so far since the first of the year. Sunrise this morning 7:30 and the sun set this afternoon at 4:11. Let's take you through the weekend and parts of next week now. Tonight, or I should say, let's just go into tomorrow, huh? This weekend is upon us, and tomorrow really won't be too bad. We are going to see some moisture overnight tonight and maybe some snow early in the morning, but high temperatures with partly cloudy skies by afternoon. 45s for Wenatchee, back into the Columbia Basin through Moses Lake. 44 in Cashmere, 36 the high temperature in Lake Wenatchee, and for Okanagan County up in Omak, high temperature tomorrow also about 43 degrees. Taking a look at our surface loop tonight, cloudy skies, not much happening around 9 o'clock or so, but as we get closer to about midnight and then early in the morning, we will see that go up to a 70% chance for overnight. I think mainly snow, maybe a little bit of rain mixed in, and this is what we're going to wake up to on Saturday. A mix of rain and snow, a good chance for it. Partly cloudy skies by afternoon with highs in the mid-40s. As we get you into Sunday and end our weekend, mostly cloudy skies, quiet during the day, but then another wave of moisture heads our way late on Sunday. About midnight, we are going to see some rain showers. So this is most of our day Sunday, and this is around midnight, and all of these are snowflakes. We're going to get this overnight, and this is Monday morning. It's going to be a messy commute Monday, 70% chance of morning snow, partly cloudy by afternoon. That will move to our southeast by the afternoon with high temperatures Monday only in the upper 30s. As we get you into Tuesday then, making our way through the early part of next week, a quiet weather day, mostly cloudy and dry. We'll see a little bit of a ridge over us. Not going to be that warm though, with highs only a mid to upper 30s for Tuesday. Then as we get you into the last day of our forecast, we're going to stay wet. Cloudy skies, a 70% chance of snow throughout the state. That will diminish in the afternoon. High temperatures on Wednesday, right at about 40 degrees. Take a look at that 7-day forecast now. 31 overnight tonight. Good chance it will see precipitation overnight and especially tomorrow morning. 45 under partly cloudy skies, though, by afternoon. Once again, a quiet day for Sunday, and then a really good chance for snow by about 11 or 12 o'clock Sunday night, and that will translate into more snow overnight into Monday morning. So once again, a little tricky commute on Monday morning and 39. Chilly weather for Tuesday with a high of 37. And then as we get you into Wednesday, another wet one, possibly more snow and 40 before we level out at about 39 degrees at the end of our forecast on Thursday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
This holiday season, let Wild Birds Unlimited help you deliver something truly special to friends and loved ones. The gift of bird feeding. Even if you can't be together in person this year, a busy backyard bird feeder will bring a little smile and a little connection with you. We're here for you with safe, convenient shopping, whether it's in-store, at curbside, or when you order online. Wild Birds Unlimited. Joy delivered.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Friday to you. It's been nearly a week since Washington State announced Jake Dickard as the Cougars' next football coach, but the official presentation made yesterday in Pullman by Athletic Director Pat Chun.
Coach Dickard has proven to be a servant leader and unifier. He has a powerful and vibrant vision for WSU football. He's a dynamic coach. He's committed to the total development of our student athletes. He's committed to recruiting the best future student athletes to WSU. He shares the same values of Washington State University, puts the welfare and needs of the team at the forefront of all of his decisions. He's a good person, and most importantly, he's a great husband and father. Thank you, Candace, Riley, Jason, Jet, for sharing him with us. Ultimately, over the last 6 weeks, he proved he's a Coug. So it's my privilege to formally announce Jake Dickard as the 34th head football coach of Washington State University. Take a picture real fast. Let's get in the middle.
Dickard was choked up as he took the podium to accept the task of making Washington State relevant again in the Pac-12.
Our vision for Washington State football will be simple. Okay, we're going to be building champions while we're relentlessly competing for championships. Okay, and what I guarantee our young man is, first and foremost, we're going to build champion husbands, champion fathers, champion leaders of corporations and communities. Okay, we're going to bring champions that want to support our other athletic programs. They want to be involved in our campus community. We're going to build champions that want to get involved in our Pullman community, want to be involved in youth sports and reading to every elementary school in this town. We're going to build champions of bringing people in to talk to them about social justice, be able to motivate them, and to give them opportunities of sports psychology and grow the whole person. Okay, we're going to have champions here at Washington State, and they're going to be champion people first and foremost. The second phase of it, while relentlessly competing for championships, is a 365-day approach, okay, to greatness and to excellence and to being our best in everything that we do on and off the field. And that is a pursuit that I'm passionate about, and that is a pursuit to bring a Pac-12 championship back here to Pullman, Washington.
Coach Dickard and the Cougars will learn of their bowl invitation coming up this weekend. It's a battle of familiar foes tonight in the second round of the FCS playoffs. The 10-2 Eastern Washington Eagles travel to Missoula to face the 9-2 Montana Grizzlies. This will be the battle of the Grizz defense, allowing just 13 points a game against the high-flying Eagles offense, averaging 44 points a game. Kickoff at 6 at Washington Grizzly Stadium on ESPN+. Montana State will host UT Martin tomorrow at 1 o'clock, also on ESPN+. Well, the state high school football championships will be settled tomorrow in Western Washington. The Elmira Cooley Heartline will face Quilcene for the 1B championship in Tacoma at noon. That's followed by Grant Kapowson and Lake Stevens for the 4A title. Royal faces Eatonville in Lakewood for the 1A title at noon. Kalama and Napavine play at the 4 o'clock for the 2B title. The third site is at Spark Stadium in Puyallup, where Bellevue faces Kennewick for the 3A title at noon, followed by the 2A championship between Tumwater and Linden. Here's a look at the Les Schwab prep scoreboard from basketball action last night. First on the boys' side, Tonasca topped Cascade 73-53. Liberty Bell beat Omak. Ephrata edged Kashmir, and Manson beat Bridgeport. On the girls' side, it was Tonasca winning by 40 over Cascade. Omak bounced Liberty Bell. Kashmir won by 35 over Ephrata. Manson topped Bridgeport, and Cascade Christian beat Eastmont C-Team 28-14. Coming up tonight in girls' basketball, Wenatchee's game against Shadle Park has been canceled. Eastmont's hosts Chelan at 5:45. The 6 o'clock games of Cascade at Natchez Valley. Brewster hosts Kettle Falls. Soap Lake visits Bridgeport, and Liberty Bell hosts Davenport. The late games tonight have Waterville-Mansfield at Entiat, and Moses Lake is hosting Chiawana. Here's a look at tomorrow's schedule. Wenatchee back at it. They'll play at Ridgeline at 3:30. Manson visits Soap Lake at 4:30. Moses Lake tips at Ferris at 5, while Luke hosts Quincy at 6, while Cashmere plays at Zilla. On the boys' side, coming up tonight, Moses Lake plays at Chiawana at 7. The rest of the games tip at 7:30. Chelan's at Eastmont. Cascade travels to Natchez Valley. Brewster hosts Kettle Falls. Soap Lake's at Bridgeport. Entiat hosts Waterville-Mansfield. And Davenport plays at Liberty Bell. Wenatchee and Shettle Park canceled for tonight. Now, coming up tomorrow in boys' action, Riverside Christians at Waterville-Mansfield at 4 o'clock. Ridgeline hosts Wenatchee at 5. Moses Lake travels to Post Falls, Idaho at 5:45. Manson visits Soap Lake at 6. Then at 7:30, it's Quincy at Walook and Cashmere at Zilla. Wrestling season really gets underway tomorrow with several tournaments. Wenatchee and Moses Lake will be in Kennewick, Eastmont, Ephrata, and another contingent for Moses Lake will be at the Davis Invite. Smaller schools from the region will gather at Omak tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning for that tournament. Men's college basketball last night, one score to tell you about. Eastern Washington came up short to Southern Utah, and Big Sky play 89-76. I love this name. Steel Ventners led the Eagles with 29 points. Now, on the men's schedule for tomorrow, Eastern Washington plays at Omaha early at 10 o'clock. Third-ranked Gonzaga hosts 16th-ranked Alabama at Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle at 5. That's on ESPN2. Washington State will host 20th-ranked USC tomorrow at 3 o'clock on the Pac-12 Network. Washington's scheduled to host number 5 UCLA Sunday. We'll see if that happens due to COVID in the Husky program. On the Les Schwab women's college basketball scoreboard, Washington State beat San Francisco 72-58. Charlize Ledger-Walker led the way with 27 points. Haley Van Lith had 10 points, 4 steals. Louisville 70-48 winner over 12th-ranked Michigan. Southern Utah down Eastern Washington 60-46. Coming up tonight, Gonzaga women will host Wyoming at 6 o'clock. Washington State plays at UC Davis at 4 o'clock on ESPN+. 10th-ranked Louisville will host Belmont Sunday morning at 9 o'clock if you have the ACC network. Seattle Kraken back home at Climate Pledge Arena in NHL action tonight. They'll host the Edmonton Oilers at 7 o'clock. Root Sports Northwest, the place to watch it. Wenatchee Wild are in Merritt to face the Centennials, and BCHL play tonight at 7. They'll continue north of the border in Penticton, coming up tomorrow at 6. Seahawks host the San Francisco 49ers at Lumen Field Sunday at 1:25. Seattle signed veteran running back Adrian Peterson this week, trying to bolster its backfield. Peterson will be wearing number 21 as he hopes to add both at practice and in the games.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot that I can add to the run game, and inspire these young guys as well, make those guys work harder when they see me out there, pretty much going full speed doing a walkthrough. 14 years in, that made them kind of pick up their tempo a little more as well. So I feel like I'll be able to add to the running back room and help get this running game going.
Very well could see Peterson on Sunday, 1:25 kickoff on CBS. That's a look at sports news. Hope to see you out of Hooked on Toys either tonight or tomorrow with Santa arriving at noon. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday, too. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up Monday morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you very much, Grant. Next week, all next week, is Computer Science Awareness Week. And in honor of that, I'm going to ditch my dial-up and go with the T1 line. High-speed internet, here I come. No, it's all part of getting kids into the computers and all that cool stuff. And on Monday's edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, Tammy McBride and Stephen Troutman from the North Central Educational Services District will be my guest. We'll have that forecast for you. We'll wrap up the weekend in sports. We got a jam-packed program for you. Get your Monday going with Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We will see you at 7 a.m. live and local right here from Studio 96 in downtown Wenatchee. Grant, back to you.
And thank you very much, Dan. And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.
Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5, into the High school sports is back, and NCWLIFE Channel's got you covered. Tune in for football, girls soccer, and volleyball right here. Thanks to our sponsors, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Rivercom 911, and Sangster Motors. Follow all the action of high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.